It's lit. Hello, my name is Charlotte, and today I'm going to talk about my experience on the Disney College Program interview. As you probably know, I got accepted into the fall program of 2018, which I'm very excited about. So, my sister's here with me, so that is why maybe I am looking to the side or laughing, so that's fine. So, it was the last day of applications, like literally the last day, and I had not decided if I wanted to apply to the program because I had applied before and it just went nowhere. So just like on the last whim, I was bored and I was like, okay, let's do this. So I applied and I got a response pretty quickly. Considering I am a current cast member, I knew I would skip maybe the web-based interview, and I know I would just go straight to the phone interview or I would be stuck. I got it like a week after I applied. I got my email for the phone interview. I scheduled it like 4 days after, so the process was pretty quick. At my phone interview, I do not remember my recruiter's name. Sorry. She was very, very sweet. At the beginning, she was just talking about what the Disney College program was, what were the next steps, and just sort of what was going to go on today. I remember being in the car for my interview because I did not want any type of outside noise. I did not want any sort of distractions from anyone, and although a lot of people recommend maybe using a landline or just, I don't know, going to some place, maybe in your room or something like that. I was safe in my room. I know I could have done it there. I just was not comfortable with my family around because even though I am making videos now, it's difficult. I'm shy until you get to know me. Just did the interview. It went really great. It was 25 minutes, so I felt like it was pretty average, maybe a little bit more than average, but it was a great interview overall. Before the interview, I wrote a little bit about my skills, why I wanted to be in the DCP, if living alone was good or bad for me, some tough situations I have had with guests, because I knew that was something they were going to ask me, and they did. And my favorite location or attractions, and 3 words to describe myself in a negative way and in a positive way. I kind of wrote like the big words or big questions because I did research. Maybe I didn't go full on deep to look like all the questions for each specific role, but I did know that my top roles were front desk, merchandise, children's activities, vacation planner, and convention guide. Yeah, I kind of wrote them down because I forgot. And I knew that she was probably going to be asking me about this. I did not put lifeguard or custodial in my list of roles because I just did not want to do that whatsoever. I'm so sorry. I have heard great things about those roles. I just knew it was not the role for me. Basically, what I wrote is all of the stuff that I do on a daily basis as a cast member. You know, being already part of the Disney family, I already knew the Disney language. I knew how guests were to be treated and how the whole Disney life, company kind of works. I of course noted that it was Disney stores, not Disney parks, and I know that there's different types of magic. I was very clear on that. I was really excited about the role of front desk, which she did ask me about a lot. She asked me about the hotels, if I knew anything about the hotels. I have only stayed once. I am actually going to go on a trip. I'm going to stay in another Disney hotel. But yeah, she kind of asked me a lot about the hotels and sort of resort, if I find that the magic of the parks and of the hotels is different. I said yes, it is. It is very different. She also asked me if I thought magic, the first impression, like how it was different from the parks, and I just answered that it was different because that's a lot of times the first impression any guests, the first time they're here in Disney, that's the first impression they have of what the magic in general is in Disney. So I knew it was a big impactful moment, even though it was small, because it's obviously not like the parts like, oh, Mickey, oh, Minnie, oh, Donald, the princesses, and everyone. It's more like personal. So I kind of mentioned that to my recruiter. Obviously, we talked about merchandise because it is what I am currently a cast member on. She asked me when we talked about merchandise what my favorite location would be, like what would be my ideal place, and I answered really truthfully in the sense that I was like, I would work anywhere except for Disney Springs, just because of World of Disney. I do not want to work at World of Disney. If I do get placed there, I can't really do anything about it. It's fine. You know, that was like, out of all the places in Disney, you could put me in hotels and parks and water parks, anywhere you wanted. Just, I did not want to work at Disney Springs, but it's fine if I do get placed there. It's just different experience, and it's okay. After that, she just asked about tough situations I have with cast and more general answers. And then it was sort of the waiting game. I did wait a little bit, I would say about 2 months before I had an actual answer. It was very stressful. Obviously, it's very stressful for all of us. That's really like the worst part, because apart from that, everything went by really quickly. I was still studying for my first semester at my university because of Hurricane Maria, and we had all of other problems with the university, which just delayed our semester. I got my acceptance not in the last one, but the second to last wave that happened, and I quickly filled out my survey for roommates. I did everything really quickly because it was like, oh my gosh, I got my acceptance, and it was really amazing. I was not at my house. Where was I? Oh, I remember. I was finishing a shift at work, and I just reached into my phone and I just saw the email that said congratulations, and there was literally no reaction to me. It was just like, oh cool, I got accepted. Like, and I just went to my coworker like, hey look, I got accepted. And she was like, oh my gosh. I'm like, I'm not actually that excited. I'm just like, now what am I gonna do now, you know? But after time went on and I went to my university, took the credits, the Disney College program, so when I started talking to my family, my friends, that's when I got excited, and here I am now, just waiting. And that's kind of about it. It was a really easy process. I don't think anyone should be afraid to apply. If you're thinking of applying, do. And you shouldn't be nervous at all. I was very nervous, even though I have an easy way of talking to people. Like, it's not that hard for me to talk to crowds or, you know, talk to unknown people, strange people. Like, that's not a big thing for me, but I know that for some people it is. But it should not stop you at all from applying. I have a few ideas of what it's a car. I am very excited to start this journey, and we'll see where it goes, kind of like from there. And that's it. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. If you leave, stop. I have to do the whole outro thing. Okay,